Man, throughout history, from the ancient Greeks, from the ancient Sumerians, have this idea of God. I'm not at all sure whether in the Upanishads and whether they mention God at all, or is it a later invention? So, what is God? We are investigating. I'm not attacking God. I'm not denying God. But we are investigating whether there is such a thing as God. Who invented it? God. Did God invent us? Did God create us? Omniscience, eternal, merciful, justice, all goodness. That's your concept of God. And if you say He has created us, then we are part of His image. We are part of Him. That is, we are omniscient, generous, loving, right? And eternal, right? Are we? Or we think we are. You understand my question? If God created you, He must be an extraordinary entity, because He wants you to lead a terrible life. You understand my question? If God made you, why are you like this? You must be extraordinary human beings, mustn't you? Beautiful, full of joy, excitement, full of delight, but you're not. So either you have created God, or God has created you. But if you examine very closely, you have created God. We have created God. See the irony of it. Thought has created God, and then thought worships the image which thought has created, which is to worship oneself and call it God. The better part of you is God, right? Have you created God? You're so very uncertain, aren't you? So frightened. If you say we have created, then you are scared stiff, because you have created out of your fear that. Out of your fear, you want security, right? You want safety. You want to feel there is somebody looking after you, because you are afraid. So you create that and then worship that. Just see what you are doing. That's very easy to love God, because it's so an abstraction, it has not much meaning. But if you love, that very love is God. If that very love is sacred, you won't go outside to look for God. You understand all this? And the questioner wants to know, if I believe in God. I don't, because God is not something created by man. There is such thing as eternity, which is to be outside of time. For that you must have a mind, a heart that is completely free from all the burdens of life, right? From your vanity, your arrogance, your selfishness. And we say, well, I'm not capable of it, tell us what to do. You're back in the cycle. Somebody to tell you what to do. So you are in a jungle, you have to walk through it by yourself. And for that you need vitality and vigor and strength, not in belief in God, in goodness. Belief has no place where truth is concerned, because your belief is being attacked. You are not meeting the challenge, but you are resisting it. You think there's something inside you which is permanent, which is the light of God, which is nameless, etc., etc. Call it Atman, soul, light, whatever you like to call it, that there is inside you, in your conscience, in your brain, in your mind, something which is not world, which is not a thought. You believe that, don't you? Don't you want to investigate into the truth of this matter? Whether there is soul, Atman, whatever you like to call it, don't you? Just believe. What? If you believe, what value has it? See, suppose I believe I've got Atman or whatever it is, super Atman, I'll call it. I believe in that. And what value has it? In my daily life, what part does it play? I'm miserable, I'm confused, I'm lonely, anxious, in agony. What's the point of my having a belief in Atman? If I'm free from all that, completely, then I shall find out. But to suppose people become so childish. Sir, would you forget all these people, including Ramana Maharshi? Would you forget them? What value has their life to you? You have your life to live, not their life. And when the people say they have attained, what have they attained? How do you know? I have said it, sir. Don't believe it. Sir, truth is that it's something you cannot experience. It cannot be told to you. Word is not that. But if you live on words, it's that. You understand? The word is not that. Like the word tree is not the tree. I can describe eternity, blah, blah, blah. But the word is not that. But we are satisfied with the word. Right, sir? You love with your heart, with your mind, with everything that you have. You love somebody. And you tell me of that love. And I accept the words, but have no, the flower isn't there, the perfume isn't there. You see, sirs, you have leaders, religious leaders and political leaders. I don't know why you have leaders at all, Ramakrishna, whatever you call gurus that you have had, one after the other, right? This country is full of, and why do you follow? You understand? If once you realize that you are responsible entirely for yourself, that you are in a jungle, literally in a jungle, where you have to make your own way up, there is nobody to lead you, then you forget all this. The examples, the books, everything, because you've got vitality, strength to go through. But the moment you depend on leaders, you become weak. If once you realize it in your heart, not just intellectually, then you are a man, human being, free to walk straight. But we don't want all that. So it's so simple when you think of it all.